It's Betsy, and today we have a fun video. We are going to be doing some trash talking. We're going to go over my product empties, talk about the things that I loved, the things that I didn't, and what I would repurchase and why. Now, before we jump into it, I did want to say a big thank you to Dossier. They sent me out some new fragrances to try, and I am so excited. So if you're not familiar with who Dossier is, they do designer-inspired fragrances for a fraction of the cost. Now, when I say a fraction of the cost, I absolutely mean it. So if you've ever bought fragrances, you know those bad boys can start off around $50 and then go up from there. They can be into the hundreds of dollars price range. Now, Dossier has cut out the middleman and brought in a lot of savings. Their fragrances start off at $29 and go up to $59 and are well worth every single penny, or at least in my opinion, they are. But Dossier does more than that. They have an absolutely amazing return policy where you can send back any fragrance within the first 30 days, no matter how much you've used, for a full refund, no questions asked. And I absolutely love that. Plus, I adore their bottle design. This seems simple, but this has like this amazing magnetic top that doesn't go anywhere. And if you've ever had a fragrance spill in your purse, that's why I'm absolutely in love with this. I've had that happen and it was not pretty. That is a lifesaver. But I did want to talk about what they sent this time. So first off, we've got the Aquatic Peony. Now this retails for $29 on Dossier's website. This is based on the Giorgio Armani Acqua di Giorgio Eau de Parfum. So this is a very sweet floral scent. You can definitely tell it's got some jasmine. Definitely smell the peony, which is one of my favorite scents. But it is that really sweet florally kind of vibe, which I enjoy. They also sent me over the Aquatic Lime, which is based on Giorgio Armani's Acqua di Giorgio Eau de Toilette. So I do know that the difference between a toilette and a parfum is the toilette typically has a higher scent concentration, but this one has a very masculine citrus scent. You can smell the lime in it, you can smell the oranges. It definitely has a little bit fruitier of a scent, but it's masculine, I guess is the best way to say it. This one also retails for $29, but one of the things that I have really enjoyed doing is layering the fragrances. So what I will do is start off with Aquatic Peony. I missed my wrist. Put that on, and then I will take the Aquatic Lime and add this over the top, and it smells like a tropical vacation. It's like, and it's kind of odd because it makes it more of a masculine floral scent, if that makes any sense. But I absolutely love it. I've also enjoyed mixing my Oriental Cherry, which you can see I have used quite a bit out of, with the Aquatic Lime. It definitely gives this, it almost reminds me of like a jazz club where you've got like mixed drinks that have a lot of cherry in it, mixed with that really masculine scent. That's the best way to describe it. It is absolutely amazing. But Dossier was kind enough to give me a code, which I will put up here. Now, it is not an affiliate code. I do not make any money off of it, but it gives you a chance to save 10%. Now, another good thing is if you've never purchased from Dossier before, they do have a welcome code that you can use that will save you 20%. And they are stackable, so you can save up to 30%, which I think is absolutely amazing. I will link them down in the description box. If you want to check them out, great. Now, remember, you don't have to use my code. You can use someone else's. But again, use a code because there's no reason to spend more money than you have to. Now, let's talk about Empties. Now, I didn't wait as long as I did last time, but I've got some good stuff to talk about. So one of the first things I finished off, this is the Skin Softening Sugar Body Scrub. So this is actually a company that is in Galveston. They have this on the Strand, and they hand make all this, and it's awesome. It smells so good. The scent of this one, does it say on here? No. And it's really not expensive. Like, so this was $24.99 for a handmade product is great, but this is a really good body sugar scrub. So I enjoyed this. The next time I go to Galveston, I will definitely be going to Sensational and getting some more. But they also make really good bath bombs. I don't know if they have a website. If they do, I will link it down below. But this is really good. Next up, we have the OGX Smoothing Coconut and Coffee Body Wash. This was not my favorite scrub. Because so it's got some, like, I think it's coffee grounds that are in it, and I feel like it's a little rough for my skin. I prefer something that is more finely milled, like the Sensational. This is a little bit rough, and I don't feel like there's enough of it in there to really like slough off the dead skin. So this would be something I would stay away from, but it does smell absolutely amazing. That's one thing I will say. Now, next up is, I finished off the Inky List, the Oat Cleansing Balm. So this is great for removing your makeup. You can see it's got like pink and all kinds of stuff on here because I use this all the time. This has a, like, let me see if there's anything in here if I can squeeze out. Okay, so you can see that it's got a thicker consistency, and it has a good oily texture that removes the makeup, but it does leave your skin feeling moisturized. Plus, the Inky List is super inexpensive. I think that's like 10 bucks. I really enjoy it, and it's a one that my skin actually likes and doesn't want to break it out, because sometimes, more than sometimes, there are ones that my skin really doesn't like. I also finished off, this is the Redken One Unite All-in-One Multi-Benefit Treatment. So this is like a heat protectant. It's good. I'm not as big of a fan of this sprayer on here. You see it puts out, I mean, it's empty. It's just that was the rest of it. But you can see on my hand that it puts out quite a bit of product. And to get a good mist over your hair, it makes it a little bit too wet for my liking to be able to style quickly afterwards. So I wouldn't repurchase this, but other than that, I do feel like it's a good spray. It's just, I don't know if I like the sprayer, but I have other ones that I like better, which I have like the Good Behavior one. I don't remember the brand of it, but it's good. So I also finished off, this is the Ordinary, this is the salicylic acid treatment. So this is 2% salicylic acid. This is like a black mask, and it helps with any type of acne spots. I typically use this about once a week, and it really does help keep my skin clear. It is a great product. Again, super inexpensive. The Ordinary and the Inky List and Good Molecules are some of my favorite inexpensive skincare brands. So I will definitely be repurchasing this the next time I go and place an Ulta order or a Sephora order, because they sell it at both. Okay, next up we have, this is the Pure Elisa Watermelon Energizing Aqua Bomb. So this came in a boxy charm, so you can see the consistency of it. I don't feel like this really moisturizes anything. Like, it's not thick enough, I guess is the best way to describe it. It doesn't really feel like it's doing anything for the skin. Like, I'm sitting here rubbing it in, and it doesn't feel like it actually moisturizes my skin. You know how when you typically put on a moisturizer, how it feels thick and luxurious and you touch your skin and it feels soft? This has a little bit more stick to it, and I don't really like how it does, I guess is the best way to put it. So no, I would not be repurchasing that. I also finished off, this is the Inky List Caffeine Eye Cream. You can use this at night or during the morning. What this is great for is the caffeine helps with depuffing your eyes. Now, I have had a lot of sleepless nights with everything that's been happening, like with my health, a lot of good days and a lot of bad days where, you know, my skin needs an extra TLC, and this is great because it really does help depuff my eyes. This is good, and again, it's super inexpensive, but it hydrates as well, because that's kind of the point of using an eye cream. Now, I like to use an eye cream, and you can see, like, when you're doing it, it helps even on my skin See how like when I smile I get wrinkles, but they don't stay when your skin is super moisturized. It really helps. Really, really helps. That is a definite, like I've already bought a backup of that. Next up is a mini of the CeraVe Hydrating Facial Cleanser. This is a great all around cleanser. I have a big bottle of it. You've seen me use up a lot of these. I keep it in our bathroom, the big bathroom, because we only have one shower in our house at this point. All the kids use it. This is really, really good. It is really, really good. And it's not stripping on the skin. Like it doesn't feel like it over cleanses your face, if you know what I mean. And again, it's inexpensive. There's a theme with me when it comes to skincare. I like to keep things a little bit inexpensive. Next up, this is the Pure 4-in-1 Love Your Selfie. This shade is TN3, which is Tan Neutral 3. This is a great foundation. I have a lighter one and a darker one of this. It looks absolutely beautiful on the skin, like when you blend it out. So I will be repurchasing this the next time, well actually after I use up some more things, but look how good that looks on the skin. So that's my hand before the other one, if it'll focus. And see how much that covered with no effort, and it doesn't look makeup-y, which I think is important. Again, this is a great foundation, and one of the things is you can use it as a concealer or a foundation. So like there's, in the center of this, there's like this tube to be able to pump it, or you can use it as a concealer one. You can see that it is empty because I can't get the little plastic thing out, but I do really enjoy this foundation. And it dries down, I mean, I don't know. Like you can see there's not transfer. This is really good. And I think it's only like $34. And they have 100 shades. It will match anybody. And their neutrals are actually neutrals. If you're a neutral undertone, you understand what I mean by that, because sometimes you go to buy a neutral undertone and it is not. I also finished off, this is a sponge from Spectrum. This one is pretty good. I do feel like it's not my absolute favorite sponge. I feel like it's a little stiffer than what I like. I like something that is a little bit softer. But all in all, it is a good sponge. This came with the Hello Kitty set. But once a sponge starts to tear, which it's doing on the bottom, it's like, nope, it's a go. It goes away. But other than that, it's not bad. Like if I were ordering from Spectrum and it was part of something, I would still use it. But it's not something I would go out and purchase on its own. Another absolute favorite product is, this is the EOS Shea Butter Shave Cream. You've seen me go through a ton of these. They have tons of scents. This is absolutely amazing. It definitely helps your legs not look like the Saharan desert, because when you live in the South, and now I know I have this issue, I don't know about everybody else, but because it's so hot where I live, even now, I wear shorts. Like I'm in shorts right now. It is 89 degrees outside. I have to shave my legs pretty much all year round. And with the heat and humidity that we have, it almost feels like it sucks all the moisture out of your skin. And, or at least for me it does. And using this, my legs don't look like the Saharan desert where it looks like it's kind of cracky and dry. Whereas other shave creams, they tend to do that. That's why I keep repurchasing it. It's inexpensive. They sell it at Walmart. They sell it at Target. It's great. This is my favorite EOS product. I am not the big fan of their Ball Lip Balm, but this is worth every freaking penny. Next we have a sample, not a sample, but like a deluxe sample of the Bombshell Blowout Spray by Mika. I can't say really if it's good or bad. It's kind of just like a heat protect, and I mean it makes your hair shiny and soft. I mean, I guess it does what it does, what it's supposed to, but I mean, I don't know. Like, I use the heat protectant, but I have shiny hair already, and I know this is supposed to kind of help make your styles last, I think is what it's for. It's just, I don't know, not my favorite. It's not bad, it's just not anything I would buy again. Okay, I guess let me explain this a little bit better. I buy hair products. I'm like, I want to get into doing my hair really well. I suck at doing hair. I mean, pull it back, That's the easiest thing. I like doing that. Sometimes I curl it, sometimes I straighten it, but typically pulling it back, especially right now when we have puppies, they want to chew on my hair, it gets pulled back. Now, one thing I did like, this is the Briogeo Rosé Milk. This is a leave-in conditioning spray. Now, I have green hair. My hair has been bleached to be able to get the green on it. So when you bleach your hair, and I have, as you can see, I don't have super thick hair, I have baby fine hair, it can dry it out. So I like to use more conditioners just to kind of help keep it going. So having a leave-in conditioning spray really does help, so that way it moisturizes it in between washes, or, you know, sometimes you can put some products on your hair and then you're like, oh, my hair feels kind of crispy, or at least it does for me because mine's hair's baby fine. This is really, really good, and I would repurchase this. Next up, this is the Amika Silken Up Dry Conditioner. I don't think this actually did anything. Like, it's weird to have a dry conditioner. Like, if you use this and you're using your dry shampoo, it really doesn't do anything, or at least it didn't for me. So this would not be something I would repurchase, but Amika does have some amazing dry shampoo. I also finally am getting rid of this. I've used this so much. This is the Beauty Blender, like, powder sponge thing. But as you can see, the top of it, which is the main part that I use, it's like, because I've used it so much, it's flatter and it just doesn't do the way that it's supposed to, but it is a good shape for getting under the eyes. I just really haven't used it in a while either because I don't apply my powder that heavy anymore. But all in all, this is a good product. It is expensive though. I think it's like $30. I don't even know if they make them anymore, come to think of it. Okay, next up, this is the Tarteist Pro mascara. So I use this up. This is definitely not my favorite style of mascara one. I don't like these silicone-y, sharp, pointy. I like something that has like more of that fiber kind of feeling, you know, that actually feels like hair, or like a stiff bristle brush, if that makes sense. This is good. It coats my lashes black. I wear lashes most every day. I am not today because I've been using something to help my lashes grow, which is actually working. But since I am a false lash wearer, I just need something to coat my lashes black. I get volume, I get length from my false lashes. So that's all I need. It works. This I think I got in a BoxyCharm. I wouldn't repurchase it because I love the Lash Princess from Essence, and that's $5. That's like $20. I'm going to choose something that is less expensive, especially for something like that, because mascara is one thing. Like, I will use eyeshadow way past the expiration date. I will not use mascara past the expiration date at all. And that's why most of my eye pencils are sharpenable, or where I can like clean them off, because whenever it comes to your eyes, you do not want to put something like that goes up right against your eyeball. That's liquid that gets bacteria because you're re-sticking it in, putting it, you know, just a thought. Next up, I finished, this is all the way up. This is the Fenty Beauty Matchstick in Mocha. This is a good contour stick. It's a little dry for my liking, and I use this thing like every day, but it is a beautiful cool tone color. It blends out really, really well. That's over that foundation. As you can see, that foundation dries down really good. That foundation is probably the thing, other than the Inky List and ordinary products that I have in here, that foundation is, well, no, I love the shaving cream too. The foundation though is really absolutely amazing, just to let you know. But this is good. I'm not repurchasing it because honestly, I like the Charlotte Tilbury Contour Wand better. As I said, that can be a little bit dry, and you almost have to kind of work with it to warm it up so it doesn't drag on the skin. I mean, it's not a bad product once it's warmed up. It's just, I feel like that's a little bit too much work. Then I also finished off, this is the MAC Fix Plus in Magical Radiance. This is Fix Plus, and it has all day hydration with vitamin C. I don't know if it does anything for vitamin C, but it does have like this glow to it. And I'm going to turn this into MAC, because if you save these up, you can get a free lipstick. I forget how many like empty MAC products you have to have. But again, MAC Fix Plus is something that is a staple in my makeup collection. Now, I have tried several of them, the regular one, the Radiance, I mean, lots of them, and I think they're all good. I think that they're all good. This is like the product from MAC that I always will go back to. So, let me know down below what fragrances what products you're loving, what maybe I should be buying and trying, like as far as skincare, hair care. You know, if you got hair like me, let me know. But I guess that's it for today's video. Again, a big thank you to Dossier for sending these out. I smell so good, and my office smells so good right now, it's not even funny. But I guess that's it, so we shall see y'all later.